Look at that guy. Let us go and look for his trouble. Hey, how far now?
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? You enjoy the show?
What show? What are you talking? Who used to listen to that your nonsense show? I just want to look for your Phineas.
Look, man, I appreciate, but only TTP family call me OO, so don't call me that, alright?
Who be this one? I will call you whatever I want to call you.
Look, man, I'm warning you. Call me OO one more time. I dare you.
What are you gonna do?
Look, man, you're going to awake the Phoenix, man. You're not gonna like me when I'm Phoenix, alright? So just chill.
I beg a ship, Joe. Phineas.
I told you not to call me that. Get over here.
Yeah, I want help.
This is the Phoenix.
Welcome to another episode of The Talking Phoenix. You're welcome aboard the Phoenix Express. Choo choo! Hey, so I just let the instrumental or theme song play because I was just in the vibe. I was in the spirit. I know you felt it. Welcome. All right, so our previous two episodes have had this aspire to acquire the desire you require kind of vibe. But in this episode, drumroll please, I'm bringing back story time. And today's episode is something I call Village People Special. My village people, those guys be working overtime, but he that is in me is greater than he that is in all of them. Alright, so for those of us who do not understand like the concept of village people, I'll explain. So when we say village people, we don't mean like the people in your village. Well, we actually do mean the people in your village, but then in this context, the village people are basically people responsible for any bad thing that happens to you. So in Nigeria, there's this stereotype that once you leave the village and then you go to the town and you begin to prosper, your village people are not always happy about it, like all the bad and evil people, because there's a lot of jazz and voodoo in Africa. So they are not excited about your progress, and then they try to bring you down. So it has become like a stereotype, and then when something goes wrong, you'll be like, your village people are at work, things like that. So that is the whole concept of village people. So basically, people just blame everything on village people, and I'm about to blame all this funny experiences I've had on my village people because they did not get me. Well, my village people, not like my village people. It's a stereotype, please. Just you make no vex, all right? Tranquilo. Okay, so throughout our lives, we have this near-death experiences or life-changing experiences or events that are remarkable or notable. So I'm going to be giving you 5 of mine, and I'm going to blame all of them on my village people, just because they cannot get to me. Alright, sad. So the very first one started when I was like a little kid. I can't remember how old I was, but then I was on dishes duty and I was doing the dishes, but I was still like very little, so my hands couldn't reach like the sink standing, so there was always a stool I would stand on and then do the dishes. So we do this thing. Growing up, my parents would contribute money with some other families around, and then they would buy a cow. Like 3-4 families would buy a cow, and then they get some people, and then they would kill it, and then they would share like the meat for everybody, and then you just refrigerate and then you use it to cook, as opposed to going to buy meat every time and all of that. So every month, it was monthly. So every month the head, one family goes with the head of the cow. So that month it was us that went with the head. So I think the day before or that day we had gotten our meat consignment. Yeah. So we had this big bowl filled with meat, and then another one with the head just there in the kitchen. All right, so I'm going to pause here. Probably these village people guys have seen that, oh no, if we allow this guy to grow up, he's going to be like I'm like John Connor from Terminator, yeah? I'm going to save the world. And so they're like, no, let's off him from now. So let me just give you like the final destination vibe kind of feel. So this cow head now was there, just in front of the sink. I was like still short, so I had to stand on a stool to reach the dishes. Yeah, so this stool now had one broken foot. Okay, and like it was just there. We were kind of used to it, so there were like two stools. I don't know why I was standing on that particular one at the time. So I was washing the dishes and all that, and then I had like meat behind me. So at this point, my village people were like, "Yeah, we got him." So just push him. So I tried to grab like something, I don't know, plate or a spoon or something. So as I reach for it, I put one foot behind. Next thing I know, I'm falling off the stool and right into like the head of that cow. But lucky for me, with God's intervention, I landed in between those cow horns. Like I was just in the middle, and I screamed. I screamed so loud. I don't know if somebody came and picked me up or what. No, that was crazy, because what if I had fallen like some inches to the left or some inches to the right? Funny thing is, similar thing happened to, I think, my kid sister, or was it me? I don't know. Somebody fell, the same kind of scenario, but this time around the person fell inside a bowl of kunu. Because my mom makes a lot of kunu and zobo and all of that, and soya milk and stuff. So they had this big big bowl of kunu that was just there, and then she was trying to do dishes or whatever, and then she fell inside the bowl of kunu and spilled the whole thing everywhere. But apparently they did not get me, so we survived that one. So yay. Number 2. All right, so you know how you have one of those people who never actually really fall sick that much, never been admitted overnight in the hospital, never taken drip in their life? Yeah, that's me. I don't fall sick often. Drip, you see, drip, when I see anybody on drip, I feel like your situation is only God that can save you. Like, you, even if it's water they're giving you on drip, so far I see that connection, that USB connection to your arm, I feel like your case is severe. And so my brother keeps saying, me, I won't fall sick, but like I won't fall sick, but then it's always weird stuff that happens to me every time. So this one, I think they tried, they couldn't get me. I was a little older then. I slept and I just woke up one morning and my leg was swollen. I was like, wait, what? Like I couldn't move. So I screamed and my other brother came and picked me up. He backed me. It was a Saturday. My parents had traveled to the village. But lucky enough, one of my mom's friend was around and she came and they tried to use like balm and whatnot to massage it. My leg was basically numb. It was just swollen and red. So they took me to the hospital. They did a lot of, I don't know, they checked and whatnot. And then they came and they said that medically they cannot find anything wrong. It's probably bad blood. I'm like, what is bad blood? My brother had to like back me throughout. So when we got to the house, he was not telling me, Austin, talk through which person farm you don't go plug gun or something. Like, they don't swear for you. So like till today, like I cannot explain. I don't know if I don't remember it correctly, but I remember them saying bad blood. Like there was no explanation as to why my feet was swollen and I practically couldn't move it that period. Village people, I see your handwork. You cannot get me. I survived. Alright, so listening to this, I'm sure you're beginning to remember some of the weird things that have happened to you as well. Don't be a stranger. Get on our social media and share. Like, let's share your experience. Let's know what our village people have been up to. Those guys are working overtime, but we're all still here. So we're like one step ahead, yeah? So don't be a stranger. Share your experiences. Alright, let's move to the next one. So this one, number 3. Hausa people, I don't know why, but we call it kashingeni when we were growing up. So we do this thing where we'll just be doing stunts, basically front flips, back flips, and all of that. So I was always really playful and extra. So in school, in my junior secondary school, when it was break time, we had like at the field area where there was this big stone. It was a very rocky environment, so there was this big stone, not big, but a platform that would just stand on a ledge. So we'd run and then step on that ledge and do a front flip or back flip. And so we were doing different type of stunts. Like we do the long jump, who jumps the farthest, we do the high jumps. In short, we'll get some of our friends to stand and we'll like flip over them and stuff. So, and then there were also rocks around, like big rocks. So we'll stand from the rocks and then do a flip and then land on the ground. So it was always fun and crazy. So in this very day, my village people were already frustrated. They're like, come on, this guy should have been horned from the very early stages. He survived that. Also, his leg should have exploded, but I don't know, he survived that. So now let's try and get him. So we were doing flips, yeah? And we're going in turns because everybody would just run and flip the next person. Like sometimes it's just so fast like that. So we were like 5. The first 4 people had gone and flipped on that very stone that was perfectly mounted. It didn't move, it didn't shake, nothing. But when I was going for my own turn, somehow the stone just wobbled. And next thing I know, I was supposed to do like a side flip, or next thing I know, my face is hitting the ground. And it's not like sand, it's like gravel, like with stones and stuff. My face is buried in sand and the rest of my body follows. Like my neck hurts. Whoa, I think as I was running, as I was about to hit the stone, somebody just stretched his hand and just pulled it down, like, come off of there. Everybody just gathered and rushed to me, but I was fine. But then half of my face was bruised. Oh my God. There was blood. They rushed me to the first aid stand, clean my face with all of that. And it was exam period, so I had to write my exam with my face like that. And my friends were calling me Terminator. Because like the left half of my face was just gone. It was in bruises. And then the other half, the right half, was perfectly fine. So they called me Terminator throughout the exam period. And then when I went home, my parents asked me what happened. I wanted to just go with my village people, but they still failed because my face, they wanted to spoil this fine boy face. They wanted to reduce my bride price. But then oh, they don't know what is going on. All right, so that is the 3rd escape from my village people. Let's go to the 4th one. Okay, so number 4, I call this one Anyachi and the Laughing Curse. So apparently my village people were working overtime, not just on me, on my junior sister as well. So for some reason, she was always having boil and it was in her eyes. So she would just wake up one morning and then the boil would just start, and then it would grow and then eventually close up the eyes partially and stuff. So we would always make fun of her, and her name is Onyinyechi. So I turned it to Anyachi because the boil and the eye, and Anya means eye in Igbo. So every time I'll be like, hey Anyachi, whenever the thing happens. But the curse now, the laughing curse is, if you dare laugh at her, yeah, the boil will catch you. Like, just give it 1 week or days, boil will catch you. Not necessarily in your eyes, but somewhere boil will catch you. So this thing kept happening. Like, she would get the boil, some maybe like after a long period of time, and then would laugh at her, and then it would catch every other person. So somehow they were like, oh, I think getting this guy physically is not working. Okay, let's attack him with boil. I don't know why they would think of that, or why that is not even fair play. Like, come on, God, is this allowed in the village people rule book? So this time I was in the university already, and then all of a sudden I get hit with this boil, but this time it wasn't in my eye, it was in my armpit. These boils were huge. Like, I'm not even going to get into specifics because it's just going to freak you out. This were like, I basically carried a handbag because I couldn't put my arm down for, I think that lasted for almost a week. I couldn't put my arm down. And the weird part is, like, where I know it's village people material is, this boil, you know, normally when you have things like this, you just take like ampicillin, ampiclox, and then it goes. But mine was like, it was mutated, and then the ampiclox had no effect on it. They had to swab it to get like what would work. And I'm like, yo, these village people, chill, rest for my case. Like, am I that special? Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to save the world and stuff. So, well, I'm still here, and my handbag is gone. So, my friends kept telling me that it's my pride that yeah, it's my pride that is trying to come out and stuff. So the laughing curse is real. If you have somebody that has boil, please, I beg you, do not laugh at them. Do not laugh at them, because it's gonna come around to bite you. It's like their village people and your village people will just, they'll do like a joint episode and then come around to you. So do not laugh at anybody with a boil. I'm warning you. Okay, so number 5, I saved the best for last because this is like their biggest flex yet. I don't know, somehow they keep trying to go after my face. Maybe it's like a sign that I'm supposed to be like a model or something. Y'all come sign me. Y'all come sign me. Before my village people get me, you gonna have to milk this face for its worth. Alright, I'm just kidding. So this was like the biggest flex. Remember how my brother says, I don't fall sick, but then it's always weird stuff that happens to me. Stuff that they have to go and Google. He literally said that, stuff they have to go and Google. So this was also when I was in university. Oh, this is a crazy story. I woke up one morning, and yeah, I wanted to go and brush my teeth. So I put the paste in the toothbrush and went outside, like towards the balcony. And the hostel, there was a hostel there, it's like a sink at the end. So I was brushing my teeth, and I was using sachet water, and you know how you when you're trying to rinse the paste off your mouth, and then you put water in your mouth and you begin to gurgle, like, basically. So I put the water in my mouth and I was trying to like close my mouth and gurgle, but then like water kept spewing out of my mouth, and I'm like I didn't understand. I opened my mouth and spat it out. Put water again, tried to do the gargle again, but still the same thing. And I got confused. My lips could not close and like basically turn the water inside of my mouth. So I spat the water out again, and then I tried to, you know how you close your mouth and then you pump air in your cheeks and then your cheek swells up and stuff. So I tried to do that as well, and I'm just doing like air is just escaping from my lips, and I'm like, wait. So I poured the water in my mouth, tilted my head backwards, and did the spat it out, went inside the room. I got a mirror, and I was like, wait, what's happening? I looked at my face. So I'm looking at the mirror and my face doesn't look right, okay? Because first of all, my lips looks off. Somehow it just looks off. And I'm like, okay. At first, it kind of looked normal. And I'm like, okay. And I'm touching like the face and everything. But I noticed that the left side of my face wasn't, like, there was something off about it. And then I tried to start making facial expressions. That's when I realized the left part of my face was numb. Like, I have this wrapper, as my junior star calls it, this fold on my forehead when I try to smile or whatnot. like everything was expressionless on the left side of my face, and then down to my lip. My whole facial expression went out of whack because I'm trying to wink. Okay, then the only advantage was I could do this one eyebrow thing. Like you can lift one eyebrow and the other one stays. That was the only advantage there. But then my face was just weird. Then I would smile and only the right side of my face would have the smile. I would like try to raise my eyebrows. The expression was just on one side of the face. So it was just odd. And then my eyes started tearing up often. And I'm like, wait, what is happening? So I called my roommates and I was telling them, and they were just laughing at me. So you know how Sylvester Stallone talks when he played Rocky, like with one side of his lip, like looking funny and stuff. That was exactly the face I had. So they were calling me Rocky. This was not funny. It was freaking me out because I'd never seen anything like this before. So I quickly had my bath and I went to our school clinic, yeah? And then I'm telling this lady, look, my face is wrong. You need to fix me and all of that. This lady begins to use me as like a science project because I don't think she had probably seen something like that. She whips out like a dictionary, not a dictionary, probably like a medical book or something, and begins to look it up. And I'm like, wait, are you not supposed to be a doctor? What is wrong with me? She begins to Google some stuff, and then apparently she just says, okay, no, I have to leave school and then go to UNTH, which was the University of Nsukka Teaching Hospital, which was in Enugu. And at this point I became scared because they wouldn't send you out of school if it wasn't serious, okay? So I eventually went to the University Teaching Hospital, and then the doctors were asking me like weird questions. They were like, okay, did you hurt your face? I'm like, nope. Did anything bite you? And I'm like, nope. So apparently he was trying to figure out where like it came from and stuff. So he told me I had something they call Bell's palsy. And then I want to give you a piece of advice, yeah? Do not Google your symptoms for any reason. Do not Google your symptoms, or do not even Google whatever they say you have, because it's going to kill you. High blood pressure will kill you. I went on Google and I Googled Bell's palsy, and I saw the images alone on Google will scare the crap out of you. So I started reading that in severe cases, your face can remain like that. Okay, and then your face will begin to droop down. That actually happened a bit because my lip kind of came down. It wasn't symmetrical with, like, it wasn't just aligned with the other part of my face and stuff. So they were like, it's go on its own. They gave me a bunch of drugs and stuff. And well, I'd called my parents and I was telling them, okay, this is what's happening. My brother was just laughing because he was like, he keeps saying it. Things, weird stuff that you have to Google is what happens to me. Like, I can't just fall sick like a normal human being and maybe just have typhoid or malaria or whatnot. So I went home and then my mom saw me and she was like, oh, mama, this is not how God created your face. Oh, my son, this is not your real face. So apparently I came home, my dad had printed out like everything he could find on Bell's palsy and stuff. But my junior sister made fun of me. God, she laughed at me every day and stuff. But eventually, these village people, these guys, yo, what is it? What have I done? What did I do to you guys? Like, I know my future is bright and all that, but chill. Like, you should be even praying that it's super bright, so I just come back and all of us will just leave the village and stuff. So that was crazy. And although I had like a lot of help, like when that stuff happened, some people really, really did come through for me, like back in school and stuff. And I appreciate each and every one of them. But that was the first time in my life I had heard of that palsy, which is like paralysis on one side of your face. Those are the kind of things you see in movies or stroke patients and stuff. it scared the crap out of me. But then I made it through. My village people, that is like 5-0. 5 me, you 0. So you guys can keep trying all you want and whatnot. You are not gonna get me because I'm too dangerous for you. Alright? So stay away from me. Stay away from me, please. I've tried. You've attacked me enough. So there you have it. 5 of my village people attacks. Well, let me stop saying village people attacks before they will have my time. But then basically 5 of like the really near death or life-changing experiences that you can never forget, moments that I had. So also like to hear your thoughts. Join in on the conversation, get on our social media. Let's hear yours too. I'm sure you have some crazy and juicy stories to tell. You can always on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, just come under the post and then just let us know. Some of you have escaped death, like accidents. Some of you have escaped gunshots. Some of you have it will amaze you to know what people are actually surviving. Like, it's crazy. But then we're all still here. Some people beat cancer. Like, that is amazing. So just come and share whatever it is that was a challenge for you and that you overcome, which you can blame on your village people. Also, let us know your take on village people concepts. Do you believe that village people are out to get you? Or are you just, it's just a stereotype? Or do you believe like they are trying to get you? Because you look around. I know you're sitting down, just look behind you now. You see there's one small boy, village people. Look at the side, there's one other old man on the other side. Look, one auntie just passed like that. Okay, I just had to look back, like look behind me to make sure there was nobody there and stuff. So basically, join in on the conversation. Do not be a stranger. You are one of the TTP fam. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. Thank you very much for listening to this episode, and may your village people not catch you. Say amen. Alright, so if you've been following and enjoying the show so far, help me to help make it better, so that we're all going to have like a very beautiful podcast experience. Okay, so how do you do that? Talking about rating and reviews. Please send in your reviews, because this is how I know what you think about the show. So don't be shy. You can give it a 5-star rating, 2-star rating, 1-star rating, however you feel like, on whatever platform you're listening from. And please always send in your reviews on your podcast applications or on social media. You can say, oh yeah, I found this episode amazing. I found this was totally out of whack. You could do better and whatnot, so that I'll be able to know how you guys are picking up my content. All right. So thank you for sticking around. Everybody who listens to every episode, I appreciate you so much. And do not forget to like and share and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening from. Also follow our social media pages. For Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, it's at DTalkingPhoenix, DTalkingPhoenix. And also to follow the host with the most, the himself. On Twitter, it's at 00Phoenix, Phoenix for Phoenix. On Instagram, it's 00_Phoenix. And thank you very much. Catch you all on the next episode. Peace out. Elders, good evening. I have finished my podcast, so nobody's hearing now. I want to come and beg you people. All these things is just so that we talk and people laugh and enjoy. I did not mean to offend you, village people. Please, just take it easy on me for anything I said that was annoying or offensive. Biko no. Just don't forgive me. Don't come after me again. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Should I go? Okay.